Hello, this is Khazir from TechWack++, and today we have a questionable graphics card from NVIDIA GTX 1000 series, that is GT 1030, which offers a 64-bit bus width with 2 GB of GDDR5 memory, which is low comparing to the needs of new games, but it also offers a low profile design and an extremely power efficient thermal design which only requires power from motherboard's PCIe slot. So if you have a desktop design PC and willing to buy this card, can you do gaming on it? Let's put this card on test and find out. Alright, the very first game we are testing is Shadow of the Tomb Raider on 1080p low settings. Shadow of the Tomb Raider has a really good graphics. As you can see on the low settings, the graphics look still good. Let's play this game a little and see how GT 1030 can handle Shadow of the Tomb Raider on 1080p resolution.
Jonah, I made it.
I'm on my way in. Almost there.
Sorry I didn't wait. Be careful.
Move! These people are armed. I heard they brought in reinforcements.
I'll stay out of their way.
You believe it? This one was caught drinking mi ofrenda.
You'd rather storm guards or the Deathless?
No, this is fine. Jonah, he's at the gate.
I see him.
Our next game is Cyberpunk 2077, which I am running on 1080p lowest settings. I know Cyberpunk 2077 is poorly optimized for now and it requires a really good graphics card to run on maximum settings and even for good FPS, but let's give it a try.
I can release it for you, but you'd have to watch out for negative energy fields and avoid mean reds. Anything red.
V, yo, listen up. I talked to Dick.
It's probably not news to you, but this issue matters to me for a few reasons.
Do you truly believe that those who have stolen your mechanic?
There are people who say
Alright,
cyberpsychosis
the results are pathetic. Okay, so let's move on to our next game. Our next game is Valorant, which is a growing first-person online shooter game. I'll be testing this game on 1080p high, medium and low settings and see how our GT 1030 can handle the high, medium and low graphics of Valorant.
Down you go.
Okay, so Valorant looks good on GT 1030 even on 1080p resolution. Let's move towards our next game. Coming up next is the latest Need for Speed game, that is Need for Speed Heat, and I'm testing this on 1080p low settings. My MSI Afterburner, I don't know why it stopped working, so I have added the average FPS as I note down the average FPS of every game while I was recording.
Shit, I think I know this cop. Aw, cute. I'm serious, she's bad.
So the average FPS were around 24 to 26 on 1080p low resolution, which is not that bad and not that good. It's quite fine. Our next game is Battlefield 5. I know the Battlefield 5 is not that latest game, but it still has a good graphics and a very good visual effects. So I'm testing Battlefield 5 on 1080p low settings and see how our GT 1030 can handle Battlefield 5 on 1080p low settings. I have shown the 3 different Battlefield scenarios and added the average FPS of all the particular scenarios. Okay, so our next game is Marvel Avengers, which turned out to be a disappointment for majority of gaming community, but that's another issue. It has some really fine graphics and we are testing it on GT 1030, and I know the FPS looks pathetic, but let's play it a little and see how further we can drop the FPS in this game.
Comic books. Prize. Focus.
Don't forget, the Avengers signing event starts at 12:30 on the main stage. Don't miss your chance to meet Earth's mightiest heroes.
No.
Our next game is GTA 5. I know this game is from 2013, but there are still majority of gamers around the world play this game due to its online version. So I have added the GTA 5 in this list to see how a GT 1030 can handle GTA 5 on 1080p medium settings. The FPS stayed around 60 and this looks really good. Alright guys, the final game we are testing is Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Due to its majority of player pool, I am testing this on 1080p auto very high settings with 4 times of MSAANT aliasing. The FPS looks quite fine. They are giving 60 to 70 FPS on 1080p auto very high, and to play it like a competitive game, I know if you reduce the resolution to 720p and reduce the graphics settings to low, you can easily get 200 FPS on this game. Well, keeping in mind the specification, the size and the power consumption, this graphics card is really impressive. I know the games like Cyberpunk 2077 and Marvel Avengers were totally unplayable, but games like Need for Speed Heat, Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Battlefield 5 will work smoothly if you put down the resolution to 720p or 900p on low to medium settings, and games like Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Valorant and GTA 5 can be played on good graphics and good resolution. So if this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and please make sure to subscribe TechPack++. Until next time.